Hello and welcome to Getaway, your weekly travel programme packed with news, advice and information to help you enjoy a happier holiday wherever in the world you decide to go.
This week, Carol Thatcher reports on the disastrous skiing season in the Alps and takes a look at the alternative resorts in Colorado. Our location report comes from the Sunshine State of Florida. In Passport, our Window on the World feature, we pinpoint the latest holiday offers. And a revolution in Eastern Europe. We report on what could happen now that millions of liberated Europeans are free to holiday on the Mediterranean. Plus, the latest weekend traffic and travel news from the AA's Roadwatch service. Well, for those of you planning to drive somewhere this weekend, Randle from the AA Roadwatch team is here with our preview of the traffic and travelling conditions. Well, Marian, how many traffic cones will we have to fight with this weekend?
Well, there are plenty of them around, particularly on the motorway routes. If you're travelling on the M27 in Hampshire, there's a contraflow between junctions 8 and 10. That means if you're travelling towards Southampton or Portsmouth to the docks, allow plenty of time for your journey. And then the A33 Winchester bypass has some long-term construction work going on. That's the link between the M3 and the M27, and the same applies there. In Cambridgeshire, on the A1 at Sawtree, there's a contraflow. Long delays likely southbound, particularly on Sunday afternoon. And in the north, on the M1 in South Yorkshire, there's another contraflow, this time at junction 33, which is the exit for Sheffield. Scottish motorway is free of roadworks this weekend, but in Northern Ireland there is a contraflow on the M1 at Craigavon.
And news, please, for drivers heading for the ski slopes.
Well, if you're heading for the Alps this weekend, it's good news because there's been some heavy snow over the last couple of days, but that does mean you may have some problems with alpine passes. Some of them are closed. These will be signed at the foot of the passes. Others will be difficult, so do make sure you take snow chains with you. If you're travelling by ferry over the weekend, good news, there's no cancellations and all services are running to schedule. The conditions are expected to be moderate in the Channel, the Strait of Dover and the southern North Sea, and rough if you're using St George's Channel or the Irish Sea. As far as roadworks are concerned, problems expected just north of Paris. There are lane closures on the N410, that's at Clichy, reduced road widths. And then in Belgium, work continues on the Antwerp Ring Road, and you'll find local diversions operating there.
Marianne, thank you very much indeed. And that's all from Getaway for this week. Join us at the same time next week when we fly on location to Puerto Rico, once the playground of wealthy Americans, and now being packaged for British holidaymakers. We also travel to Portugal's Algarve to find out whether overdevelopment has ruined a once beautiful coastline. And we share some secret destinations which are still unsport. And yes, we have found some that really are still unsport.
Thank goodness for that. Join us next week. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.